was happening, I had an experience with my son where the voices were talking more. It was getting more, before it was just like, push the baby, push the stroller, like very minor, I would say. But when I began to pick up objects, that was really scary.
And these voices would mention or tell you to do these things.
Well, they tell me I was a horrible mother, that I should hurt myself, that I should hurt the baby, that this is a horrible world. Why am I a mother? What gave me the right to be here? I was all alone, and my environment was just validating that I was alone, right?
Wow.
It's like my partner is working to make money to feed us. Like that was not part of it. It was just like the mind is always going to try to look for validations to confirm. So it was quite challenging to have those thoughts and these voices telling me, well, if you're such a bad mother, maybe you shouldn't be here.
Right.
And I would pick up objects such as like forks, knives and things like that, and I would just hold them. And I was like, I would get so scared, I would throw them and go and cry.
Wow.
And then I will, pretend, put on the face, and go back to cooking or showering, bathing my baby. But I've had instances where I would be bathing the baby and I will have the voice of just like, and just see him like push him into the water.
Wow.
And it just evolved. And there was an experience where I was cooking spaghetti and I had this voice. They had already been evolving stronger and stronger, and it started to become more real rather than this is not real. It was becoming more harder for me to be strong, to not listen to them.
Right.
So it was becoming part of my reality. And when that day I was cooking spaghetti and had the baby in the stroller, and they were like, pick up the boiling water and toss it at the baby.
No way.
And in that moment, I just froze, and I just took a breath, and I turned off. Everything became very slow. I turned off the boiling water, and I just walked the baby to a room, and I went and I cried. And then I went back to making spaghetti. My husband came home, and I said nothing.
Wow.
Still. But the only difference, Angel, from that time versus all the other times that I had experienced is that I couldn't stop crying that night. So once he kept pressing me, what happened? What's going on? Why are you crying? Until I told him the next day. We were at the Naval Hospital, and they were like, the midwife. I had a midwife there, and she's like, you have postpartum depression.
Hoy Nomas podcast. Clips for full podcast link can be found on description below.